Yo, welcome back, people, to another episode of Persona 3 Reload. This is our, what? Our 56th part? And we're still trapped in Tartarus? Oh, man. Well, hopefully we'll be able to beat this game soon, very quickly soon, because we're more than halfway through the game. We're at level 50 stuff. So, yeah. So, we'll have all that. We'll have this game wrapped up soon. It's getting very, very heated out here in the dark hour. We still gotta deal with Strega. We still gotta deal with, you know, the cause of the dark hour, for those who don't want spoilers. But if you've been watching up this far, you're gonna get spoiled, I think. But still, though. So last time we were here, I think we went through Tartarus a little bit and ranked up some social links. So let's see what we're gonna do. Wait, can I not? What the heck? What's going on here? Can I not connect to online? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. So, we can spend time with Mutatsu. This is what a lot of people did. Some people went to the dark hour. Some people are level 53 already. So, what we probably want to do now at this point... Read with Fuka. Play with Komaru. Let's check the calendar real quick. How long until... Okay, so we got 1... 2... Okay. So we got a couple weeks to get to the top of Tartarus.
Leader.
When cornered, an enemy will fight even more fiercely. Only one shadow remains. We should expect the same principle applies here as well. Well, your exams are over now, so we should focus on the task at hand. Only one shadow remains. This will be the final battle. The fate of this town rests in your hands. I believe in you. Good luck. Yeah. The next full moon is approaching. Let's be prepared. I want to be able to give a successful report to Aragaki. Yeah. I made some changes to my training regimen recently. I heard that imagining someone watching your back while working out is supposed to be effective. I've had my doubts at first, but it turns out it works pretty well. Wow, that's good to hear. Fuka's really changed. She used to be so reserved. I guess she's still kind of quiet, but she's a lot more open. Yeah, everybody's personalities are changing. Oh yeah, we came, Fuka just got a new persona. I received a compliment from Izkutsuki-san the other day. Yeah, so, ultimately, let's see, any messages? Fuka's on the second floor. Let's see if we can, let's see what's at the shared computer. Let's see. Interesting. Well, we already have maxed out our stats. That's the one thing, when you get to the point where you maxed out everything, like maxed out your stats, it's like, dang, like what do I do now? I guess we could probably read with Fuka, because playing with arcade. Let's see. Let's take a look at Komaru. Let's see. Yeah, let's play with Komaru. Komaru seems content. Maybe I should finish brushing him. Yeah. What's going on, Komaru? It seems like Komaru still wants me to keep on brushing him, bruh. What should I brush next? Kurama is patiently waiting for me to keep on brushing him. Man, playing with the dog. Kurama brought the soul refresh. Is he thanking me for brushing him? I wonder, does he always hid this and he's just waiting for me to do him a favor and then he'll give it to me? Cause bruh, like, we could be using that in the dark, in Tartarus, bro. Maybe I'll brush his coat again when I have time. We could be using that in Tartarus, so you've just been stashing that. Unless that's something that you just literally found. The Masamune date decided to pursue the Hideyoshi, all that stuff. Can you feel his heart-rending sorrow that came from such a decision? I wish I was born in that era. I could have fought alongside Masamune date. Alright, now this turns into a real wild ride from here on out. Blinking, you might miss something. Oh boy. Should I close my eyes for a few minutes? I'll stay awake. Ah, the Sengoku era, the days when men were in their full glory. This modern age is terrible. Where is the samurai spirit gone? Now, let's review what we covered in the Sengoku era. First thing, no era was ever better. I've already maxed out my stats. I don't know why I don't just fall asleep. I maxed out my intelligence, courage, and charm. If y'all want to know how to max out your stats, check out the rest of the playthrough, people. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe. We're trying to get so many subscribers out here. Like, comment, subscribe. I can't believe I didn't say that in the beginning, but oh well. I'm saying it now. Let's see. Should we spend time with Fuka, the transfer student? Did we max out Miyamoto? I feel like we should have already maxed him out already. Do we max him out? Yeah, we did max him out. Fuka, we could be getting Fuka up. She's at 3, dang. I mean, there are other people at 3, but... Who else needs leveling? Hayase, Udagiri... Let's spend time with Fuka. We need to get... Hopefully she'll get a new ability. Looks like you're finally done with the exams. We made it to the end. Hopefully that relieves some stress at school for a while. Oh, by the way, if you're leaving now, would you like to go shopping with me? It seems like I can go closer due to my High Priestess persona.
Thank you.
Palawonium Mall. She wants to go shopping now.
Sorry for taking so long. I wanted to buy something to use as a secret ingredient in my cooking. But I couldn't really decide, and I wasn't sure how to use whatever I'd buy.
Start with the basics first.
Yes, you're right. I haven't even gotten the basics down yet. I'm getting way too ahead of myself. First thing I need
She's
to
really
do
into
is
cooking.
find something that I can actually make. I'm still having a lot of trouble getting things right, but I can't give up yet. Not after all your support.
Yeah.
And it's not like I have any other redeeming qualities.
What do you mean? What about your persona?
I guess that's true, but everyone else has some other thing that they're really good at too. Except for me. I guess I'm sort of good with machines, but that's it, really.
There's nothing wrong with
I
that.
just meant that I like them. It's not really something to be proud of. When I
Well,
was
you
little,
must be spending a lot of time with
my
Igus.
hobby was to work on complicated sound equipment. He'd fix things like broken amplifiers or headphones that only played sound on one side. I've always loved watching him work on those things.
I need my Apple EarPods fixed,
Probably why I was drawn to
if you
working with
please.
machines in the first place. But I don't think that would be very useful to repay everyone's kindness. Plus, if we do ever have any technical needs, like when we're fighting, then we've always got the Kirijo group's support.
You mean,
Not to mention that I'm
Mitsuru
kind of
support.
embarrassed about it all. I mean, it's not a very feminine hobby.
Why do you think that?
Why?
Aha! I knew that was the right choice.
Maybe because it was originally my dad's hobby?
Hmm.
I sure seem to talk about my problems.
Like daughter, like father.
I wonder why it's so easy talking to you. I feel like you stop me from being so negative all the time.
Yeah, it's because I'm everybody's therapist.
I might owe a lot to you in that sense.
Fuga, trust me now, we've grown closer. Rank 4.
It's getting late. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk so much. Let's go home.
Nice. So we're getting Fuka up a little bit. Getting Fuka social link up.
Oh, welcome back.
The number of the lost keeps increasing. It feels like everywhere I go there's a reminder that we need to fight the shadows. But we just have to beat one more, then we'll finally be done. Yeah, if Strega doesn't interrupt us. Then after that we'll be done probably. I'm surprised, like, where can we hang out with Mutatsu? We can hang out with a number of people. We'll need to go back into Tartarus at some point, but we're not going to do that now. Let's go here. Oh yeah, we also need to take Elizabeth out at some point.
Marvelous. I'm looking forward to it.
Nice.
Here are my requests.
We still need to bring her sushi. That thing.
Please paint my powerful persona a pretty purple. Please paint my powerful this is harder than I thought.
What? What are you trying to do? This one's gonna take time. I gotta wait for that. I gotta wait for this. These are for sure gonna take time. Cause I'm not there yet where I confuse Daisojo or Siegfried. But I will get there. Sushi.
Very well
Do I need to bring... Let's check out some of these shops. Actually, I really shouldn't be... You don't have to say anything. Ryuji-san has gone through so much. Difficulties when he was younger and the incident. You know, it's been 10 years since it happened. This city has changed so much since then. I don't know your situation, but you're always welcome here. Is this what she wants? That's for Junpei, isn't it? I forgot what... Man, I forgot.
You've come at a good time. So, what will it be?
Oh man. These are actually not bad.
So, what will it be? So, what will it be? What would you like? What will it be? What would you like? So, what will it be? I'm sure this will prove to be useful.
Anti-Fire Master. Endure. Well, it's not really endure.
You should learn how to identify fakes. You won't find any in my store, but other antique shops may carry them. There are all kinds of people in this world, like liars and cheats.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
Anything good? I've got some good stuff in stock. Take your time browsing.
Megadola gem. We can start getting these now, like from a store actually. But the emerald, I don't know if I want to easily give that up right now.
Some personal research, but I can't get my hands on certain items. You've got a good eye.
Dang, alright. I'll give it to you. I need some of those. I don't have any Dekaza gems?
You like, have you just alright? I'll trade you for this. Everything good? Come again.
Yeah, let's go for now. I wanted to check that out because it's been a while since I've been in there. Let's check in here, sell some stuff. They found that grade school kid the other day. She brought this here as a way of saying thanks. It's all yours.
Good to see you.
Fell doll.
What do you got? Wanna sell in bulk? Sure, it's a deal.
Oh yeah.
I got some stuff you might find useful, so feel free to browse.
But you charge a fortune. You charge a fortune.
Everything stocked here is through my personal connections. Whatever you get, and however you use it, just be careful.
Dang. This man charges way too much for
What are you looking for?
armor and stuff. I mean, I know they're pretty high end.
All done here? All done here? Be seeing you.
Yeah, we'll come back. We'll come back. Hmm. Okay. What the heck? Alright, let's see what we're gonna do. Let's see if the social link is open. We got some new people. Hey, how's it going? Groovy. I don't. Great, that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. Did she say there's something new? Prevents unfavorable events. I like that. I might be buying that every time, honestly. I hate the BS that the Reaper gives me. Or the Tartarus thing, you know. Oh, man, our bond's not gonna increase? Come on. Okay, what else can I do? Cooked with Yukari. You know what? I'm just gonna spend time with him anyway. Your head's actually a mop, huh? It just soaks up everything I tell you. getting late. Well, hey, it's something to do.
Oh, sorry. No one was here, so I figured it'd be okay.
Ah, finally, real story.
It's rare to see you here. Is it for the archery team?
Yes, the teacher wanted a report.
I see. That's a lot of responsibility.
Oh, not really. It's nothing compared to what you have to do. Actually, I wanted to ask you something. Senpai, what are you fighting for?
Well, I
Good
guess
question. What is she fighting for?
it's my way of atoning for the past.
In my case, I don't think I really have a reason anymore. I mean, I know the whole story about my father now. I guess I could still fix the mistakes he left behind, though.
Dang.
Maybe I should have thought about this earlier, huh? But it took me this long to start questioning myself.
That's understandable.
It seems like everyone has their own reason for fighting. Well, defeating the shadows is probably a good enough reason, huh?
What are you trying to say?
I'm not exactly sure, but it's all gonna be over after the next full moon. So there's not much point in thinking about it.
That's true. Once we put an end to this, we can go back to a normal high school life. The rest of the student council will be here soon. We can pick this up later, though, if you want.
Oh no, that's okay. Thanks for listening.
She's finally starting to warm up to Mitsuru. That is very good. Alright, so we got Yuko, Chihiro. Who needs it more badly? Let's see. Yukari for the most part. I want to start maxing out like some of these social links like this. This one needs to be a 7. Yeah, let's start maxing some of these out, like. Alright, who can actually... Oh my gosh, man, come on.
Hey there. Sorry.
What the heck? Who can I spend time with that'll actually move things along? Maybe Fuka again?
See you.
Dang, man. I got no choice. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna spend time with Elizabeth first.
Are you accepting a request? I'd be
My.
waiting for you.
Shall we be on our way?
Yakukan High School, a place of learning. It's quite a shock that such a warm, illustrious institution transforms into Tartarus every night.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, huh?
Oh Oh dear. What a conundrum. Everyone here seems to have a predetermined form of attire. I fear I may draw too much attention. I hope this won't pose a problem.
Don't worry.
Understood. I shall heed your advice. Now then, excuse me as I make myself less conspicuous. If I stay hidden from view this way, then there won't be a problem, correct? Now then,
Sure.
school awaits.
Sure, that'll help. Just stand right behind me. I'm sure nobody will notice a thing.
Pleasant surprise. To think there would be a bastion of commerce within a house of academia.
Mm-hmm.
Could you please wait here for a moment? There's something I've been curious about for a while.
Oh boy. What's she gonna do?
I would like to purchase a school lunch.
Sorry?
They don't sell that here.
They don't deal in school lunches here? How disappointing. I would have liked a taste of this school lunch, as it is a rare delicacy only served in select facilities. Well, in that case, I shall order some bread. I've heard that having bread for lunch is part of the school experience.
Well, that's one way.
Now that I've checked that off the list, let us proceed. As for where I'd like to go next, shall we visit your homeroom?
She wants to know everything about me. This is crazy. You want to know my homeroom? You want to know what school I go to?
With so many students and desks.
Well, that's cool though. We love Elizabeth.
Space between them. But perhaps... I see. It's designed this way to foster a sense of harmony between classmates. I can sense the care put into this arrangement.
Yeah, it gets old though pretty quickly, Elizabeth.
A podium. Interesting. When I stand here, I do feel a longing to teach well up inside of me.
Start teaching.
First question. Between diet food and super diet food, which is more delicious?
Diet food.
That is incorrect. As a penalty for giving the wrong answer, you shall receive your own portion of diet food.
No.
Is this what a classroom lecture is like? The quizzical stares are beginning to make me feel unsettled. Let us carry on with the tour.
Unsettled.
Humanoid figure.
You're like extremely powerful. And you feel unsettled?
Did you see him inside the plaster to prevent him from escaping? I imagine it would be quite cramped in there.
Don't you break him out.
Truth be told, I do have some experience playing the piano.
Really?
Are you familiar with the Velvet song?
Play it for me.
Velvet, oh velvet, my master has a long nose. All together now.
Sounds nostalgic. I walked around the school with Elizabeth. Being athletic, having some acrobatics, I see.
Some student life for myself today has broadened my perspective of your world. I'd very much appreciate it if you could accompany me again sometime.
Sure.
To be honest, I don't entirely understand my own motives for coming here, but as I walked closely with you, how should I express this? I felt very fulfilled. Perhaps what I really wanted to learn at school was more about you. But why?
Yeah. I can see that.
In case, discovering the reason for this desire will surely serve as an intriguing diversion. Let us return now. Thank you once again for acting as my guide.
Of course. You're very welcome. I returned to the Velvet Room with Elizabeth. Thank you for earlier. Now then, may I be of assistance?
Here are my requests. Let's hear the results.
Thank you for showing me around Gigakon High School. I'm slowly coming to understand why being there lived in my spirits. Gigakon isn't just a part of your world, it's a place where you spend a great deal of time on a daily basis. It is a place saturated with your presence. That's why I will set that... I'll set that aside for now. There's more that I need to consider. Alright. Sorcerer's Mark.
Very well.
Let's see what this is. A badge that raises the power of Ki. Restores a bit of it each turn, huh? We need one that restores a bit every step. Double doll received from Maiko. Now, let's see. Man. What the heck? Alright, let's go somewhere. Yes. Let's do it.
I'm kind of hungry. Let's go out to eat. What do you want to get?
Alright. Ooh, hamburgers.
Oh, I want a frog burger from Wild Duck. Come on, let's go. So,
The other...
hey,
Oh, okay.
Mom and Dad,
I was about to say, like, what's going on?
they talked to me about why they were getting divorced. It was sad. But I listened to the whole thing. Did I do good?
You're a good girl.
Thank you. So, Mom and Dad, they said when there's no love, it's hard to stay married. But they said not to worry, because they would love me no matter what. So I told them it's okay if they get divorced. Unless you have to live with someone you don't love. Hey, so I have
That's
to
terrible.
I want to live with Mom or Dad.
Oh, man. This is terrible. Really? Come on, man. Don't put this on me. Don't put this on me. See, I would change this differently. Like, come on.
I don't know what to do. Oh, if I go with Mom, I might have to move somewhere far away. And then I won't be able to play with you anymore. It's no fair. I miss you too much.
Aww. Michael seems very fond of me. Or, I don't know if we should be growing closer now. I want her to get attached. If she does have to move.
Home.
Wait, what?
Hey, will you hold my hand on the way home?
Aww. After seeing Michael home, I returned back to the dorm. Aw, that's adorable.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh, hello. I don't know, maybe we should try going for Ken. Ken should be spending time... Yo, Ken! Hey, hey! I got someone you want to meet. he's probably not interested.
By the way,
I like to think how the internet can help us form bonds with other people. We normally don't pay it any mind, but when we connect others and form bonds when searching information online. Oh, sorry, that was pretty random, wasn't it? I just wanted to share my thoughts with someone. Hey, no, it's no worries. I can never tell what you're thinking, even when I'm looking straight at you. So how are you feeling about our next operation? As I'm sure you know, it'll be our last. Are you nervous? Nah.
Is that right?
That's quite impressive. It's unusual for someone to maintain such composure in a situation like this. Well, yeah, you know, I'm the main character. How hard can it really be? I know it's a little strange to ask this now, but do you have a reason you're fighting? I do.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys are noticing, for those you might be watching on Twitch, but it's like, from my end, it's like, I don't know, it keeps going in and out, looks like. Man, oh man. Okay. Let's see. Tanaka's here. Yeah, let's do that. Might as well boost our social links. Oh, well, if it isn't Woods, I could teach you a life lesson that you won't want to miss. Alright.
I'm used to being accosted by people, but recently I had an interesting encounter. It was a young man, not much older than you. Do you know what he said to me? He said, "Thank you."
Why would he say that?
I'm not proud of this or anything, but I couldn't care less what our customers think. Don't you know who I am? I'm the president of a company that sells fake products. But then he told me he quit his part-time job and was going to study to become a public prosecutor. He wants to punish businessmen like me for bending the rules. He said I was an example of a negative role model, even though I wasn't aware of it.
Really? What?
Then he told me he quit his part-time job and was going to study to become a public prosecutor. He wants to punish businessmen like me for bending the rules.
A negative role model. Wow. You become an inspiration.
But what if he does become a public prosecutor and puts me behind bars? I suppose that means I wouldn't be able to give you my advice anymore.
That's what you're worried about? You won't be able to give your, your advice to a kid? To me? Do you really mean it? President Tanaka looks torn. Interesting.
My shareholders ought to take a leaf out of that boy's book. Apparently, these days aren't as naive as we thought.
Well, who knows? I mean, maybe one of those people works with somebody that we know later from Persona 5. That'll be very interesting if that actually happened. I got a few messages. Free today, sorry to bother you, guess who's bored, all of them need social link boosters. Yeah. Who needs it the most? all do. Should I? Let's go with Yuko. Let's get her up. There's been a lot of talk lately about that apathy syndrome stuff. But I'm sure it won't affect those kids one bit. They're so excited about the race, you know? They're pretty amazing kids. I'm a little envious since I don't really have anything I'm passionate about. You'll find something.
You think so?
Thanks. Hearing that from you makes me feel a little better. I've just been so busy as team manager and as a coach for these kids. Not that I mind, of course. I don't have much free time these days, but I don't know, it feels really fulfilling, you know? Yuko seems happy. Okay, I think I'll pray for a little luck. I just have to want those kids to show... I just want those kids to show how hard they practiced.
So...
If you don't mind, do you want to visit the shrine with me? Sure, why not?
Welcome back.
Alright, let's see. Should we... Let's see if we can see the old man again. Let's just see if we can. We don't have any... Man, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I don't have time to waste on him. I need some actual, like... I might need to get a tower persona or something like that. If I garden with them, what will that do other than... Ken could use a boost too. Yeah, let's take Cormara on a walk.
Oh, hey. What are you doing out this late?
What are you doing out this late? It's a question.
I didn't know you had one. We used to have a dog too. Man, that brings back memories.
If they can voice act this, why don't they voice act everything else?
He's a lively one, isn't he? I bet running alongside this little guy would be great practice. For now.
I stayed up a bit too late last night, really? What were you doing late last night? I didn't expect Miss Toriuchi to pull such a legendary move in Mahjong last night. I've never had that bad of luck before. Is it because of the month? Ugh, I still can't get over it. Who should I ask this one? You, Woods-kun. In most of Japan, October is considered the month without gods because they're not around. But there is one region that instead calls it the month with gods because that's where they all go. Do you know which one it is? What? How am I supposed to know this? Izumo?
Exactly.
Wow, I totally guessed that. Bingo, you hit the jackpot. All of the gods in Japan gather each year in Izumo to meet and forge relationships with one another. I want to be blessed with a loving relationship too, but first I need some money. And then to find love, and then to find hard work. So I guess the first thing is, I need to go to Nagasaki's shrine and pay my respects. Oh, it's already too late? Shoot. Hey. Never too late to pray. Alright, who should I... Dang, in that case... Hold on... Yeah, let's just max out Maiko. Let's just meet her where she is.
Hey, I know. Let's get some takoyaki.
Yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen with their parents.
Oh, I think I know now. I'm gonna go with Mom.
Really? What made you decide this?
She can't cook or clean or do anything on her own.
Ah, so that's
I'm
it.
gonna be there to help her. I think Dad's gonna be okay by himself. He can get along fine without me.
Really?
So, Mom and I are gonna move away soon.
Oh.
Hey, even if I'm gone, we'll still be friends, right?
Friends forever.
Mm-hmm. Friends forever. Ever and ever and ever, okay? You can't forget about me. Never, ever. Okay?
I gotcha. Man, she's really getting close.
I gotta get ready to move. I have to go home now. See you later.
I'm just saying goodbye to Maiko. I went back to the dorm.
Welcome back.
Greetings. It will soon be a full moon. In preparation of the final battle, I am ready to deploy Tartarus at any time.
I have a suggestion.
Kuramaru-san seems to be both motivated and prepared as well. Oh yeah. What should we do?
By the way, yeah.
She already asked me this. When a person is made aware that the next match will be the last one, there are two types of responses. One, they get nervous, stiffen up, preventing them from displaying their true capabilities. Two, they get even more fired up. Needless to say, I'm the second type. Sometimes I even get fired up while training. Well, my point is, the more you train, the more you'll clearly recognize when victory is within your grasp. I think what I'll do Just cook with Mitsuru. Yep. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Let's do it. She's gonna gain new ability? Yeah, let's do
I'd
it.
like to make a snack food that would pair well with tea. That said, I'm not terribly well versed in the art of cuisine. So I'm hoping to make some simple karumeyaki. Did your teachers ever show you how to make it?
I don't remember.
Well, you take baking soda, also known as sodium bicarbonate, and when it undergoes thermal decomposition. Actually, it would be faster to show you while we work. Let's get started. Temperature control is key. We want to turn off the heat right before it hits 130 degrees Celsius. Oh, we should keep things moving. Let's put the sugar in the ladle first.
I cook karumeyaki with Mitsuru. Ah, it's an HP boosting thing.
It may not require hours in the kitchen, and the taste isn't particularly complex, but I'm quite fond of these. And more than anything, it's nice that we can make it ourselves. You know, when I saw this for the first time, I thought it was like magic. I've tried making it myself a number of times, but I ended up burning it on every attempt.
Really?
I guess you could call it a bittersweet memory. But I didn't give up. I continued practicing. And that's finally led to our success today. What do you think?
That's inspiring. I couldn't say not much of a cook. That's kind of... Man, I don't want to be douchey.
Back home, there were plenty of opportunities to host formal dinners and tea parties. But I never considered it particularly admirable to have someone else prepare the extravagant dishes. Doing the cooking myself also allows me to talk with you like this. And isn't that sort of familiarity the key to understanding each other better? I think this might have been what I was missing. Instead of complaining about being difficult to approach, I needed to create an opportunity for change.
By cooking this nostalgic dish, Mitsuru seems to have learned something new about herself. Oh yeah. Ailment Surge greatly raises critical hit on foes with ailments. With Mitsuru in battle.
It's fascinating the kind of things you learn by simply inviting someone over for tea. Thank you. I hope we can talk again like this sometime.
Of course.
Oh, right, I had a favor to ask. There's still some sugar and baking soda left. Do you think you could help me make another batch? Karumeyaki keeps for a long time. This could be a good chance to make some for the others.
You know what?
Is it just me, or are there more people coming down with apathy syndrome lately? My friend's brother's got it too. It's starting to scare me, and it's on the news every day now. Oh, did you see the special program they ran? Apparently, Nostradamus predicted all this would happen. Nostradamus, oh boy. Yeah, I haven't heard of that name in a long time. Nostradamus?
By the way,
It must be conserving energy in main combat. Alright, let's see who we can hang out with. Let's do it.
Hi there.
I want to see the results. Feeling a little tired today? Dang.
Let's see. On cleaning duty today is Yuraga-senpai and you. Thanks for your help.
Alright, we're out of here.
Okay, let's make this quick.
Yeah.
This room's smaller than my bedroom, but it's still surprisingly big. Let's take a break. So, I've decided that I'm going to study abroad.
Okay.
To be honest, I'm not really excited about it. But I already told my teacher I don't want to be a doctor, so...
Having second thoughts.
It's on me.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, I almost forgot. Did you want something cold? Or maybe... Hey! Look out! Hey! Hang in there! Can you hear me?
How did a box from a top shelf just knock me out? Haraga's voice feels like it's getting further and further away.
You're awake! Oh, thank goodness. I kept calling your name, but you wouldn't wake up, so I...
My head is throbbing.
I don't see any cuts on your head, so I don't think you'll need stitches. Can you remember your name?
It's okay, I'm fine.
That's wonderful to hear. Well, your pupils aren't dilated, so I don't think you have a concussion. I was worried that when you fell, you hit your head or your face, and I... Anyway, do you remember what happened?
I do.
The box. I was the one who put it up there. We have a maid who cleans our house, so I don't do much cleaning myself. And I just got lazy and put it up there. It's all my fault. I'm so sorry. All I could
It's
think about
alright.
was what would happen if you didn't wake up. I was so scared. I felt so helpless seeing my friend in trouble and not being able to do anything. I'm not a doctor.
Don't beat yourself up about it.
You're really tough. Miss Toriumi told me about what happened to your parents. But me? My parents are always there when I get home. Maybe I take them for granted. You know, seeing you lying there, I think I understood what it must feel like to lose someone close to you.
Hiraga seems to care about me. We're becoming better friends. That is good.
Do I want to be a doctor? But I'd be doing exactly what my dad wants.
You gotta do what you
We should
want.
get going. Can you walk? Here, you can lean on me.
Hiraga and I left school together.
Oh, it's you. Look.
Alright. I think this is where we're gonna stop here, guys. So, what will happen? Will we enter the dark hour next time? Will things go smoothly as before with the last boss, quote unquote? Find out next time on another episode of Persona 3 Reload. So, Yeah, I think the next time we're gonna go... Yeah, we're gonna spend more time with Tanaka. And... Yeah, we're gonna probably spend more time with Tanaka next time, and then... go into Tartarus at some point. Yeah, because we got that literally a week away. So we're gonna have to start going to Tartarus probably around those days. So we can be ready. Yeah, so we'll be ready. So, yeah, I think this is where we're gonna stop here unless... Man, I'm super curious. You know what? I'll just wait till next time. So, thank you guys for watching. It's been real. I'll see y'all around.